can do all that hollering, but I got a good one here. I was sitting here. Other reports. Hey, they called him Black Devil. And I remember when I was a child, I used to run with friends of the family. I used to run with family, and I remember they used to collect them policy slips. We used to walk around collecting policies and money and stuff like that. And I'm like, black man started the policy slips that I understand. Because I remember from watching as a child, I think it was Sam Giancana that dealt with the brothers that got the numbers at the time, who was in office. Brother who ran the numbers, they didn't want that smoke. So it made me think, yeah, he did business, but you gotta understand, Chicago is a gangster ass town. Period. Point. The love is there, but when it come to just being stand up, outgoing, Chicago about that life. I'm just being honest. Do we need to redirect that energy towards positivity? Yes. But the fact of the matter is, I see because you are God's chosen people, you possess a natural, uncanny power and ability like gods. I'm telling you. Yeah, they organized and was doing what they was doing, but you just couldn't look over us. And that's a fact. And you still can't to this day. I'll never forget. We was in the joint. I was locked up. 95 and the question came out like we was watching some mafia movie and they was like what if woo I'm like and I never forget like we wouldn't been worried about them, everybody was doing what was doing, do what you do, but know that when you come you better come with it. You say and people say all kind of you say anything out your mouth, but when you fucking with black folk you come, you better know you coming for it, we coming with it. You know what I'm saying? As far as being lay down Sally's, just lay down and let people, brothers, and I'm only sharing this not to have like no crime, but it's a spiritual thing, family. I don't like to hear about all this and that going on, and they try to paint us like black men just weak. We ain't weak at all. Black men are the strongest of men out here. Take away all your guns, all your weapons. Black men gonna hold this bitch down. Period. We gonna run it up. Play them games if you want to. You gonna get met with, you know, they let them have their weapons and everything. We coming with it. Everyday living and taking care of our business, family, got to have a sit down. We take care of our business, but we just so damn unorganized in how we move. It's a fight to get our attention. You know, we do have a we do have love and compassion for our people, but it's like it becomes a war. It's like they literally fight you to try to convince you to go a certain way. And I understand you want what's best for the brothers, and brother want to do what's right to create that atmosphere to create what's best. We can create what's best for us as a people. But you gotta understand, y'all gotta stop trying to. Y'all got brothers like that's where y'all done. Don't you know you done effed up like that? Okay, you know you done effed up, don't you? When he was speaking, and the officer was asking about what happened, and he was giving them a spiel, so he couldn't get caught up in the murder, right? Stick up murder. That's life. He fuck around, probably got the death sentence for that. But all my years of coming up in Chicago, my parents they never wanted me to be a part of those all them things that can get you hurt. But as children, we were exposed to things, seeing things, being nosy, and you start picking up on things, and okay, it's manly. Oh, you get to be a man. You get to be tough, a tough guy. What man wouldn't lean that way? But when a problem comes in, and what I see, like even with us today, we're powerful people. Yes, we are. I love black people. I wouldn't want to be nothing but black. You can have all of them. They're blacker than blacker than black. You did? You don't want to be nothing else but black. Don't you bring me back as nothing else, Father. I want the struggle. I want everything that comes with it. Because I understand something that's greater at work in us. We're God's people, the first original people. So whatever, all that debating and all this, like the Most High say, see His salvation work through you because you His people. Naturally, family, you got it natural. But if we don't come together and show love, and when we building and doing things, family, we'll never have nothing. Whatever we do, if we build it on God's foundation, let it be with love. Love is the cement that holds it together. Because with love comes instruction. In order for you to show that love and to be sincere and to maintain it. It's like you hear a lot of people talking about love. Like, what defines love for you? Buying you things and this and that to try to make you feel good? Or just really being there? Be there for you. You know, you need somebody to talk to them, give them sound, good advice. You know, if they need you to come and do something for you, like say I fix cars, vans, and trucks. It ain't gotta be about whether they have the money or not. I feel like, okay, I got this gift, I can give it. I'll come fix your car for free for you. That's love. Because how we do it is different and it's powerful. In that, like I just seen somebody post a question. Well, can you love a man if he ain't got no money? And fuck you can't. That's your natural partner who God gave you. Some of these people are slow, but then I know it's based on how you talk. You talk to look at things like things have power. That's like even with this currency. You know it has no intricate value, but we believe because that's how we're taught. Just imagine we shift our mind in the present state to greeting one another, showing love. Just show love to your brothers. You ain't gotta do nothing super special and all that. That's special enough. Spread love, not hate. Bro, y'all funny as hell. These men feminine as fuck out here. I don't know what's they got into our men. We need to wake them up. We the manly of all men on the face of the earth. Don't you see that's power? And I brought that situation up with brothers starting the numbers game to show you the power you had, even in the face of adversity. The other nations didn't want us to have nothing. But that you are silent, like they talk shit about you today. Oh, they ain't nothing but drug dealers and thugs and woo. Well, because as a man, a black man, you know how the world feel about you. They don't fear our women. I don't have nothing against our women, but y'all need to be educated. Let me give you some wisdom. Yeah, they'll deal with you for the sake of saving face. And the black man and woman been taking care of their ass since we encountered them. So I see them gravitate, but I can see them gravitate more towards the woman and opening doors for her because the woman has more compassion than the black man. She could be just as strong. Excuse me. But she would have more compassion. Whereas the black man, and hope that you don't take it personal, but if you take it personal, that's on you. You know you can get down wrong. When you get down wrong, there's repercussion and consequences behind your actions. And where I'm from, Chicago, oh, they gonna show you. No matter who you are, you can be a superstar. This shit don't mean nothing. We all superstars. We all stars in this movie, baby. You know what I'm saying? I love my city. But our men and women, y'all gotta understand that. Y'all got the strongest men on this earth. You gotta support that shit. Nobody trying to control you. If that's the case, we'll leave your ass alone and go be to our own devices. We know how to establish, set up shop, and take care of business for everybody. We don't just be thinking about ourselves. Oh, I got more than you. I got this or that. Hell no. Men don't think for the majority of the family. And I ain't saying the women don't, but men just cut different like that. You know your role. It's in your. If God put the law for you to understand what your members' usage is for, every member of your body is for, don't you think He did it with your purpose as the man? Better wake up. Start listening to your men. Start listening, man. Reach out to your brothers. You know, ask questions. Ask them to show you how to do things. We got a wealth of knowledge, especially Generation X. That's who I really speak for because we the ones that went off on in left field. You know what I'm saying? Just like Bruh did. But y'all don't what y'all don't give credit to is the fact that we were persecuted people. People that won't. You know, that's like even when we tell these stories, y'all erase what these folk put in place to hold us back. You hear about redlining, gentrifying, uh, the government giving them money to okay, the man can't be there if we giving you money. That shit is for real, family, and people still carry that energy to this day. Yeah, I see them. I see their attitudes. You can't tell me nothing different. They'll walk around like they the best shit happening on earth. Like they don't need a man. I hear these women. I don't need no man. You don't need no man. What the fuck that? What part of the game is that? You don't need no man to take care of you, but God created us to be a unit. That's the motherfucking problem with that. I don't need. Like, who the fuck? Who raised y'all? Then when something happened, who you calling then if you don't need him? Don't call him. Don't expect him to do shit for you. Go to them who you trust. And by my goddamn standards, y'all trust the white man more than you trust the brother. I'm just being honest. And that's not good. That's motherfucking betrayal. I don't got nothing against the white man. Do what you do, but he need to keep his energy over there with his women. We don't need you using the system. And then y'all slow because he used the system to do it. The very system that's supposed to work for you. And if we work together, we can break that motherfucker. You talking about reparations. If we start working for their ass and spending money for them, they gonna go sit their goofy ass down and come up with a solution. That's how that works. Forget how I'm expressing myself. At some point, you get tired of all this tap dancing. Like Tupac said, shit, we asked. They told us no. Now, motherfucker, I'm not gonna keep asking you until me no. It's time to kick the dough in. That's the cloth I'm cut from. You know all that? No, okay, that's cool. You stay saying no. That's why we link our own to our own understanding and created financial avenues, ways where we can go out there and get to the money. You know, the women ain't trying to hear that shit. And they wasn't giving us no problems. It became a problem to believe. Like it's all about the who. Okay, if I was still robbing motherfuckers, how about I come take your Benjamins? Then what you got? What you gonna give up life because you ain't got the Benjis? No, you got power. It's a power that's working in you, and all praise to the Most High. I don't even think like that. I'm just saying. For instance, people run around here talking about what money can do. That shit don't have no power. That's why they at war now. They want to go take resources. That's why they had their ass in Venezuela so they could take some resources. He told you we need minerals. Without minerals, you can't produce certain parts. It's like we dealing with cars. Me and my dad, he showed me a situation with a car he was dealing with. Yeah, we know proven companies that's been doing the work for over 20, 30 years. When I was going back to school, going to school, that was damn near 20 years ago. No, damn near 15. Yeah, that's been a long fucking time, over 10 years. I remember doing business with these companies. They got the machines to create and build, fabricate and do things. Now, today, guess what? They can't even get a particular part for a car. 9 times out of 10, that means that car she's gonna have to go, and it's a early model car. It ain't no 2026. Y'all heard me talking about 2026s where a mechanic could be locked out because even doing an alternator, say you need an alternator put on, well, that alternator is gonna have a chip in it. How they talking about these chips? They want to turn cars electric. Everything in there, every component is gonna have to have a chip in it. And that chip is going to be connected to an onboard system that feeds into a bigger grid that's controlling everything. It's called OBD3. When I was going to school back then, early 2000, they told us about it. It's here now. Ain't no way around it. Yeah, I heard Trump saying, "Oh, let's not rush to electric cars and this and that." Bro, we are that's game. We already know it's here. The world is going to that. And if you think about it and let that marinate, and you think about all this energy they talking about, oh, it's no one world order. Remember all them times Facebook, YouTube, and all them platforms used to block your video or talk shit about you because you was talking about agendas coming from hidden hands. What's a hidden hand? The hands that's behind whatever company and their agenda, the companies that's putting the money up for certain offices to be open and functioning. We doing the research. That's like even with the Bible. Genesis 15. God said what? Stop playing. This how you gonna know his people. And he said unto Abram, know of a surety that thy seed shall be a stranger in the land that is not theirs, and shall serve them, and they shall afflict them 400 years. Family, I ain't got to go into no all out details. That means you need to look up and see what nation of people. Stop looking at race groups. That's an English construct. That's a construct of the Germans. These are Gentiles. That means they got in on codified language. They asses learned and they created words. Words have power, but if you don't research to understand their meaning, you won't know the power they have. It's the same thing with the Bible, family. Same difference. Every word in that Bible is the truth because it has power behind it. It's the one that's telling me this people were going to a situation which got the world in an uproar now because everybody like, well, why everybody hate the black people? Why everybody hate the Negroes? Oh no, we're the indigenous Americans. We're not African. Don't nothing out of truly. I never tested, but I found a way to look into a situation, and it happened. The truth came out. I am African. That's where our DNA come from, Africa. My family, do they know? Yeah, I told my mama, but they probably thinking like, oh, he listen to that internet rule. No, it's ways to detect your genetic, your genetic line, because the information is out there. All they gotta do is put it in the computer. It's gonna run it. It's gonna run a data check on you. Facial features, they know what facial features come out of what group. They've been studying cranial analysis and what's this genetic analysis and structural analysis. Family, they pretty much look at your ass and tell your nativity. You know what, your land of nativity. Stop playing. What ancestors you come from. But what's so crazy is you got the they have the systems in place to detect that instantly. They can run your face. You seen it with facial recognition. You seen this shit in Jason Bourne movies. That's real life. That ain't just freaking movies. Where you think they got the idea from? Yeah. Think about it. When you pull up to a garage that automatically lifts the door when your car pull up to it, it's hitting a sensor. And this sensor recognizes that it's a particular object or thing coming to it, and it needs to open the door. That's a form of recognition, recognizing something through that whatever form of whatever system they have in place to read what's pulling up or walking up. More than likely, it only operates when a car, van, or truck pulls up. I sat there and watched it. But just talking about recognition, okay, there's a real life application for you. You see it every day. You was just servicing a man's car and you seen the computer working like that. You man, they diabolical. But the God have eyes to see because we operating in the spirit. I can read your spirit to tell what's on your mind. You ain't got to say a word. I can watch what you do. Your spirit tells me everything. Your spirit is led by an instruction, something you believe in. You done read, you believe in it. Now you're following this instruction to meet a desired end, right? That's true, family. That's how it works. Words have power. You sowing seeds. Like I don't have to answer, will there be war in America and with their brothers? This the times of the Gentiles have been fulfilled. These are the Gentile nations. The Mede, the Persians, them the Persians, the Medo Persian Empire that they fight. Them are Ottoman Turks of today. Them the Ottoman Turks who came later. Yeah, them Ottoman Turks over there, Iran. How you know that? Genetics. That's how Ottoman Turks. America and Israel will crash and burn. I showed that video earlier. West 6th Street suspect as Nandega being investigation is ongoing. Hmm. Dig that. Bro just went on a rampage shooting, I guess. I wonder why. And I wonder
The
who
United
he's
States
connected
of
with.
America,
Who is he
without
connected
congressional
with?
approval, which is constitutionally
Yeah.
mandated.
Yeah, but ain't nothing constitutionally mandated when it comes to dealing with their cousins over there in that little old strip of land. They running game on the world, family. That they don't operate according to law. They don't even keep their own law. They don't even keep international law and how they go about doing business, family. That ain't. That's they are evil people for that. They showing you. Once you show me once in your spirit what you truly about, I get it. You ain't gotta tell me nothing. I get it. That's why I study this Bible because it's gonna tell you everything is based on law, and through law, law means instruction. Ottoman Turks, yeah, them the Turks. Let's go. We're gonna do some learning today. Blood on their hands. U.S./Israel strikes. Kill hundreds of civilians in Iran. They don't give up. They don't care, fam. They got one objective, and we know. Dig that. The Ottomans, okay, include results. Iranian, Ottoman Turks. Wow. The Ottoman and Persian wars. So the Ottomans came in and took over. Medes and Persians. And they're connected. Turkey in 15th century gradually came to conflict with emerging neighboring Iranian state. Hmm. I've seen you can get a lot of this history. It's a lot of the Ottoman/Persian wars, Ottoman Iranian wars, were a series of wars between Ottoman Empire and the Safavid, Sharif, San, and Qajar states of Iran, Persia, through the 16th to 19th century. The Ottomans consolidated the roots of anti-Turkish sentiment. Okay, Ottoman Iranian Turkmens have been living in Iran since 550 AD, but they first began forming tribes from 750 AD onward. They are the descendants of Central Asian Turks. Hmm. Yeah. So you have the British, which are the Romans, which represent the Romans because they come from the Romans. British came out of Rome at war with the Turks. Here you go. Hmm. You live, learn, die, and forget it all. The Medes and Persia. It's a culturally diverse society, though. They might not the only people there. I just have to see that. I don't have to go there. Let's see what this overview is talking about. And you can go into extensive knowledge. Syria, Mesopotamia. Mm-hmm. The Ottoman Persian Wars, also called the Ottoman Iranian Wars, were a series of wars between the Ottoman Empire and the Safavid, Aksharid, Zan, Qajar states of Iran, Persia, through the 16th and 19th century. The Ottomans consolidated their control of what is today Turkey in the 15th century, and gradually came into conflict with the emerging neighboring Iranian state, led by Ismail of Safavid dynasty. Ismail. Two states were arch rivals and were also divided by religious grounds. The Ottomans being staunchly Sunni and the Safavids being Shia. Okay, so these Muslim faction people, a series of military conflicts ensued for centuries, in which the two empires competed for control over eastern Anatolia, the Caucasus, and Ottoman Iraq. Dig that. And they got a list of the wars. Uh, I've seen this in video. Hmm. They got a list of the references, but that's over on Wikipedia. You can get more in-depth information in other sites. I just grabbed that because I didn't pay attention to what was at the bottom. Because I just want to grab some information. The Ottomans did that. Them the groups, the Turks, the Germanic tribes, them the groups that took over Rome. They was always at war at Rome. The Ottomans, I believe they brothers, they bloodline. The people that says I ain't, so the day God went silent. And there's the war zone. And you got to be careful about making these videos, even talking about this. How did Persia become Iran? A story no one told. Oh, we understand. Oh, snap. They don't want to hear that. See that. Them drones and missiles just, I watched it. I showed parts of the video earlier. Also, I pray for both sides. I pray for God's spirit to truly come over the earth, come over the people, hit this earth. Yeah, fair use copyright. They excited about that. Yeah, got them drones out there cutting up. That's Iran. Cracked one of their strategy bases.
Iranian President Masoud Pezeshkian called revenge
they gonna rock something. Them people got missiles. They are warlike people. Heavy backbone with missiles. They shook Israel ass up that last run. Man, they shook their ass up. They did not play with them people. Crack their ass.
The missile program is widely seen by defense analysts as the backbone of Iran's deterrence strategy. A vast, layered, and deeply entrenched network of short, medium, and long-range systems designed to project power far beyond its borders. Experts frequently describe it as the largest and most diverse missile system in the Middle East, developed in part to offset the severe limitations of an aging and heavily sanctioned air force. Unable to rely on modern fighter fleets comparable to those of regional rivals, Tehran has instead invested heavily in missiles, weapons that do not require pilots, foreign spare parts pipelines, or vulnerable air bases to deliver strategic impact. At the upper end of this arsenal are ballistic missiles capable of traveling between 2,000 and 2,500 kilometers. That arc of reach redraws the region's strategic geometry. Within that radius lie Israel, numerous U.S. military installations across the Gulf, key shipping corridors, and major population centers throughout the Middle East. In strategic terms, few actors in the region can afford to ignore that envelope of range. Yet for all the rhetoric that often surrounds the program, there are limits. Despite frequent political rallies and sweeping claims, Iran's current longest-range ballistic missiles do not have the capability to strike the mainland United States. Their reach is formidable on a regional scale, but it does not extend across oceans. Even so, within its operational radius, Iran's missile force remains one of the most consequential and closely watched elements of the Middle East's evolving military balance. A centerpiece of defense, leverage, and escalating tensions in an already volatile region.
Yeah, but the moral of the story is, for me, black men, we got to come alive. We got to come together and build, brothers. I keep putting the information out. If it's hard, man, link up with your brothers. Do business with your brothers. We got to build a house. I ain't mad at the women. Let them do what they do. Long as they support what we doing. If they ain't supporting what we doing, you already know it ain't nothing to argue about. Let them go their way. We got a purpose. You got a calling. And I know it ain't gonna happen without us coming together, man. Look at all the other nations, how they can come together. All that arguing with Africa, talking about I ain't an African and this and that, man, stop. Stop. Y'all wasting time. Black folk just come together so we can build that foundation. You know, those who are wicked, they ass will go astray. They not coming with us. Life will weed them out. We don't have to worry about them. But by all means, let's get on business. I need you. You need me. My eyes are open, yours open. Let's work together, kings, and build. Shalom.